right. Running on adrenaline right now, but you guys want some fire, so I'm bringing it. God has put this on me, and I've been given the signal continually to follow my heart and follow my passion, and that is what I'm doing. I currently don't have hours and hours to give to something. I meditate, so I've been working on my psychic abilities, and tarot is one way that I can create something and use this YouTube channel. I had other people tell me that I should start a channel, so here I am. I believe in this, and that to me is the underlying message for this whole thing is that, and that doubt is very real. Fears are they're not, they are just of the mind, but they are real for us in this realm. So we have to move through that. And I've definitely growing up and dealing with narcissism will give you immense doubt, and it destroys your sense of self. So you have to reestablish that. You have to rediscover that, and you have to fight for that. I'm gonna lose it now because this kid. That's what this is. Okay, that's the underlying message from this, is that you have to believe in you. Okay, because nobody else is going to, and that's something I've had to realize with fighting for your vision, is that no one else sees it, and even that's been hard for me to like stick with and kind of realize and know where I want to go and that kind of thing. But that will still throw you around. So it's like you have to figure out what you want and not give up on that. And that includes your sense of self. That includes the identity that you want to have. And that means if you want to connect with your higher self then you just have to open up to it and not give up on yourself and believe in yourself. We have strength reversed, we have lovers reversed, sun reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed. There's immense issues with money and sense of self and feeling like you're lost. It's okay. It happens. It's okay. There's also 10 of Wands and 9 of Swords. So there is really intense energy. So coming at us right now. So this is when we stop and we breathe and we come back to our center if you can. I'm also trying to use my adrenaline right now. I've been in that 10 of Wands position for too long now, and things have to change. Some people are not going to change, and I think that's one of the hardest things to deal with to realize when you're going through this, is that some of the people that were supposed to be your support, or that are still tied to you because of a child, that aren't willing to step up and to be there the way that you need them to. And I don't want to say that and be ungrateful, because the people in our life have absolutely been there for us. But the ways that they've been there for us have handicapped me and have been somewhat debilitating. Again, I am responsible, so I'm not trying to say the wrong thing here. But it's tough to wake up to those things and to already be in that 10 of Wands position because of whatever you may already be dealing with in your life. And anyways, it's hard for empaths because we're sensitive. We get pulled around by the people around us because we care. And so it takes a lot. It takes a lot to stay centered. It takes a lot of self-protection. It takes a lot of just doing and learning how to do the inner work and then come back into the physical and figure out how to do things again. Okay, I don't want to get too sidetracked. We even have the Ace of Swords reversed. We don't really have any good cards. I don't want to say it that way. It's not about good or bad, but these are a lot of really tough energies. You have to believe in you. We can inspire each other, and thank goodness for that. Thank goodness that we can. And that's really what I want to be able to do, is to pour life back into this earth, because I'm so sick of the death. I'm so sick of not feeling like I have the support that I need. I'm so sick of, and I need to speak this right now. So I hope that this resonates for somebody else, because that's what you realize, is that you always deserved that. And but you still have to fight for it. You have to not give up when you're still having to learn the same lesson, and you want to give up. Like, no, you can't give up. You have to persevere. That's the other part of this, is that there's this resistance to change here. it is very hard. It takes a lot. It's not even like it takes all of you, because it does, but it's like, it takes time. It takes learning lessons. It takes commitment. It takes letting a lot of things go. Like, there's a lot of parts to changing. And then, and then another piece that's coming to me is both patience and acceptance, because like for me, there's been a lot of things where I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing, but then I'm still having to, you're still having to learn certain lessons, or you're still having to make certain changes, or like habit changes is a big one. Like for me, especially because I've had to adapt so much to this kid, and then I'm like, what? I still have to make habit changes? And it's like, okay, yeah, like whatever it takes. You get to that place where it's like, whatever it takes to make our life better. Because I did just lay down and accept like things for a while, but it was like, I can't do that. I can't. You don't, once you're facing truth and things like that, you can't turn away anymore. If you're still in your just of the mind of the ego, of narcissism, of control, of whatever, then you're in denial. And I'm sorry if this is triggering, but that's part of my job. So, and we all are in denial to a degree. We're all haven't faced certain truths yet, right? So I'm sorry, y'all, that the energy is so intense. We do have the two of Pentacles, so I was saying that you're managing, which means that strength. You are strong. You are strong, and you're strong enough to do this. You're juggling it. But we have to learn. We have to learn how to surrender, let go, make changes, stand up for yourself. That's where I am right now, because I'm like, I don't care if I have people, and I'm sorry to use the word narcissism. I don't like that word. I love my family. I love all the people who've been there for us, but not having support that can compromise and bend and that the way that I need, and the way that I am, and the way that's what you realize. It's like, I'm having to be flexible and adaptable and compromise. I need those types of people around me who can also hold emotional space and these different things. And then still dealing with that resistance, it gets very, very frustrating. But it's like, you have to just keep standing up for yourself and not give up. Because there's something at this point that I'm not seeing, or that there's a lesson that I still need to learn. And it's probably about self-love and habits, because that's definitely, the one of those that I struggle with the most, because there's so much already on my shoulders. So it's like, it's very easy for me to fall back into like just taking care of everything else and not taking care of myself. But I'm not going to be able to continue this work and this journey if I don't put myself first. And that was the big message for me today. And so I'm sure that that's for somebody else as well. And that, don't give up on yourself. You are strong enough. I don't care what your mind says. I don't care what anybody else says. Okay. And you have to believe in yourself and your vision above everything else. Another thing that's coming to me, and I'll end it here, is that you have to want that change. You have to want better for yourself. You have to want a better life for yourself above everything else. Because there are certain things that were easy for me to give up, like drinking and different things. And it's not that pleasures or indulgence is bad as a whole, or that you can't have those things. It's just that there is a lot of sacrifice when it comes to creating a new life. And so you have to get to that place that the desire for that change, that transformation supersedes everything else, because it's too easy for us, unfortunately. Like, as humans, it does feel like a labyrinth sometimes. It feels like we're living in like a minefield or something, or like, because we're so habituated to the past and to familiarity and to comfort, and to security, that it's easy to fall back. All right. So I hope that put some fire into somebody. And we're going through some really tough times right now, obviously, if you haven't already picked that up. So if any help would be greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. This is really important to me, and I'm really putting my heart into this. So if you want to book a reading with me or give a donation, I'll put that in the description box. Or words of encouragement or anything would be appreciated. And because it also helps me to keep going and to keep pouring into this. Okay. All right, that's all. That's it. I love you guys.